Well, if you didn't know, we're getting very close to the beginning of the NBA season once again, and already people are placing bets on what teams are the most likely to make it to the NBA Finals and then win it all. Now, not surprisingly, the team that many are placing their bets on aren't the current champs, but the star-studded team of the Brooklyn Nets, not the least of which is because of their lead scorer and the man who's won titles in the past, Kevin Durant. He was hampered by injuries last year, but this year might be different. But off the court, his life isn't exactly what you expect. Allow us to show you Kevin Durant's lifestyle and net worth. Number 7, Durant's net worth. So given the popularity and overall NBA skills of Kevin Durant, you might be wondering just how much he's worth. After all, the net worths of NBA players have skyrocketed over the last 10 years or so due to max contracts and the like. As of 2021, and factoring in the Brooklyn Nets deal, his net worth is about $170 million, which is incredible without a doubt. Furthermore, it makes him one of the most valuable NBA players still in the league, and technically speaking, he'll be making more money if he signs again with the Nets. His history shows that he's worth the money, of course. He was not only a talent in college, but when he came to the NBA, he was one of the key forces behind the Oklahoma City Thunder going from a new team to a dominant one, and Kevin proved time and time again that he was a star. When he went to the Warriors to team up with Steph Curry, things only got better for him, and though he's only really started out with the Nets as he was out last season due to injury, many are already saying he's playing at an MVP level. Add that to his endorsements and his clear longevity, and you can see why people like him so much in terms of what he does in the league and on the court. Number 6, his journey to fame. So Durant entered the 2007 NBA draft and was picked by the Seattle Supersonics as the draft's second overall pick. He then signed a 2-year deal worth $8.65 million. Durant impressed in his first season in the league and thus won the Rookie of the Year award. Following the relocation of the Seattle Supersonics to Oklahoma City, the franchise became the Oklahoma City Thunder. After 2 amazing seasons with the Thunder, he penned a 5-year deal worth $86 million in the 2010-2011 season. Durant stayed at Oklahoma City until 2016. During those years he spent as a Thunder player, Durant's efforts to claim an NBA championship were futile, but he did compensate for his failure with his 2014 NBA MVP award. After 8 years with Oklahoma City without an NBA championship, Durant, who was now a free agent, moved to the Golden State Warriors after he signed a 2-year deal worth $54.3 million in 2016. Durant finally clinched an NBA championship in 2017 with the Warriors. The next season, he repeated the feat. His successive NBA championship wins were noteworthy, as he won the NBA Finals MVP award on both occasions as well. In 2018, Durant penned another 2-year deal worth $61.5 million with the Warriors, but after an injury-riddled season, he left for the Nets after he signed a 4-year deal worth $164 million with the franchise in 2019, where he now resides and is teaming with not just his good friend in Kyrie Irving, but a recent trade brought James Harden to the mix. So yeah, Durant has had quite the journey, and it's featured many ups and downs, but he's always followed his gut and his instincts, which led to him pushing himself harder than ever before in order to try and succeed in the league. Number 5, training. Many NBA players say they want to be the best, but only a select few actually have the talent to at least attempt such a thing. Fewer still are willing to push themselves and learn new techniques and such so they can go and be the best. Kevin Durant is absolutely one of those people. He's tried to be the best ever since his days in the Thunder, and even now years later, with 2 rings on his hand, he still wants to be the best and is willing to train to do that, as well as learn to be a better team player overall. He says, "I'm busy working on every aspect of a game, defense, shooting, rebounding, but I really want to be a better overall team player, help my teammates become better players out on the court in order to win more ball games." That right there is a key thing, because many top-level NBA players have been called selfish because of their style of play and how they love to hog the ball, including teammates Kyrie Irving and James Harden. But Durant knows, especially from his time with the Warriors, that it's a team that wins titles, and you're only as good as your weakest link. I can score the basketball, but I think I can pass pretty well, or I can make the correct pass. I'm not the type of guy who's just going to throw the ball inbounds to a guy who's wide open. I can make the right pass. Many are hoping that this philosophy holds with the upcoming season because if his new Big Three can work together, they will be nearly unstoppable. Number 4, business ventures. While his on-the-court ability is undeniable, he's actually becoming quite the savvy businessman as well. Over his time in the NBA and getting money from the NBA, he's invested in quite a few things, including the app Acorns, which is an app aimed to help the younger generation invest wiser and have the potential of getting real wealth. Durant's mission is to assist the younger generation in making continuous personal development advancements. Acorns also partners with the Kevin Durant Charity Foundation for future initiatives, supporting up-and-coming generations by tackling tough issues and empowering them with the tools for success has always been a priority in my life, Durant said. Teaming up with Acorns is another way I can make a positive impact, and I'm excited to explore other ways to bring our shared mission to life. Now, Durant's investment in Acorns will help fuel the company's continued expansion, including the development of products and services designed to supercharge millennials' financial success. More than 70% of Acorns investors are aged 18 to 34. Kevin's investment is a strong endorsement of Acorns and our focus on democratizing investing for the up-and-coming, said Noah Kerner, Acorns CEO. I've got a long-standing friendship with Kevin's agent, Richard Kleinman, and it was clear from our early conversations that we share a passion for looking after this generation's financial best interests. He also invested in Postmates, which is the food delivery service which many have been using recently because of the global pandemic limiting where people can go to get food. But wait, we're still not done, because of course there's another aspect here to his net worth. Number 3, sponsorships. So NBA players can make huge profits if they're able to get an endorsement deal. And being that Kevin Durant is one of the best players in the league and has a name that's essentially a brand himself, he gets a lot of looks from other companies. In 2014, Durant was the central figure of an endorsement signing tussle between Under Armour and Nike. Nike won, and they signed Durant to an endorsement deal that will last until 2024. The exact amount isn't known, but you can bet it's worth tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars by now. Aside from Nike, Durant has endorsement deals with Google and Alaska Air Group. 2019, Durant made $35 million from endorsements and sponsorship deals alone. In short, even with some recent injuries, he could leave the league just to do sponsorship deals and business deals, and he'd still be filthy rich. Number 2 is cars. Kevin Durant has quite a modest car collection for an athlete of his caliber. The cars in his garage include a Chevy Camaro SS, a Ferrari California, though, worth $200,000. He likely has a lot more, as NBA players typically don't hold back when it comes to getting nice cars. Just ask his former teammate Steph Curry or his rival in LeBron James. Both of them have extensive collections. And number 1, mansion. In 2018, Durant bought an oceanfront home worth $12.5 million on Broad Beach in Malibu. The oceanfront home has 6 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a home theater, a wall wine, which is glass enclosed, elevator service to each floor, a dining patio, and an outdoor spa. Frankly, we're jealous, as we'd love to have lived in a place like that during the pandemic. So what do you think of this look at Kevin Durant and how his life off the court and the money he's made in his net worth has defined him in certain ways? Are you surprised by how Kevin's handled himself off the court? What do you think the biggest thing he's done off the court is? And do you think he'll be able to bring his team together to win the NBA title this year? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time, right here on the channel.